says bring tacos. What? What? Chill. Chill, 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 chill. I thought that was Miss Mary. Yeah, no, you don't. Be quiet.
My Duolingo. I don't even think I did it yesterday. I'm still at 15. I need to go to 16. Can you? I just can't try to do. Wow.
Hey, yo.
They really are. They really are.
Hey, hey, hey. I don't see no comments. I don't see no comments. What's up? It's trying to rain here.
Oh, we always rain for 3 days.
It's supposed to rain. There we go. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Miss Marilyn. Good afternoon to you all.
I can do the end, so I'll fall off.
How y'all doing this afternoon? How are you all doing? I did get me a nap, so I'm not as tired.
Nope.
How y'all doing this afternoon? Good afternoon to you. How you doing? Miss Marilyn, how you doing, Sarah? How y'all doing? How are ya? What y'all got going on this afternoon? We don't got nothing going on but the rain. It had all day to rain, now it want to rain. Hey, Susan, how are you? How you doing this afternoon, Susan?
Look how bright the sky is.
Praying you feel better. It's trying to rain. Susan said, good afternoon, Miss Marilyn. It got a little dark. Not super dark. Hopefully it don't rain that much. Hopefully it don't rain. Oh, no, I didn't see you, Toya. I'm just now seeing you. You just now commenting. I didn't see no comment from you before. Hey, how are you? How you doing this afternoon? No, your comment just came up. It just came up. If you don't comment, then I don't know who's on. Like, it don't tell me who's on. So you have to comment in order for me to see it. Yeah. Sarah say, doing good. We was busy today. It was our first morning. We had to deliver food to the school so the kids will have food to eat at home. And we went and cleaned the church, and I had to go to the store. Oh, yeah, you had a busy morning, Sarah. Susan said, good afternoon. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, Susan. Got me a nap. I did get me a nap. Toya said I had a horrible day at work. Yes, one of my residents fell when I changed him. I was so, oh, it happens, Toya. Those people are heavy. Like, they're heavy. So it happens. It happens, Toya. So don't feel bad. You know, it's not like you did it on purpose or anything like that. So don't feel bad. Accidents happen in those places. They do. Yep. Yes, I needed a nap. I was tired. I wasn't tired so much, but I was sleepy. So I guess tired, sleepy, all the same thing. So yeah. Yeah, it gave me a little more energy, Susan. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Because I had none this morning. I didn't have none this morning. Toy said my as I said, don't. Right. It's not like you did it on purpose, honey. I mean, I know you feel bad. I would too. I would feel bad as well. But knowing that it's not your fault that things like that happen, those patients are heavy. They're heavy because a lot of them is just like, what do they say, dead weight. So with that, they're not able to like help you to lift them and things like that. So stuff like that happen. It happens all the time. It happens more than you would think, right? And some people don't care, but you didn't do it on purpose. Yeah. So don't, like she said, don't worry about it. It's okay, as long as they didn't hurt themselves and stuff like that. Yeah. Yes, that nap did me a little better. Susan gave me just a little enough energy to make it through the day. What's today? Thursday?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. Today is Thursday, so I'm off tomorrow. But I have to work the weekend, so yeah. Hey, Pat. Pat. How are you? I mean, hey, Patra. I'm sorry. Look, I be looking at them peas and I get them mixed up. Hey, Patra, how you doing? Sneaking in? Okay, Patra, thank you for sneaking in, girl. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now, if I had to stop, you would have ran into me because the light changed because you riding behind me. Patra, Sarah say good afternoon, ladies. Susan say, hey, beautiful Patra. So, y'all know I like to do an introduction over here, intro over here because it is YouTube and we have been going live and we're fairly new at going live over here every day. So I just want to say welcome to Autism Everyday. We welcome you if you are new, if you are returning subscriber. We welcome you back. Thank you for being continuous supporter and all of that good stuff. And Autism Everyday is all things autism. So welcome, 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 welcome. Um, how to say, hello, lovely Susan. Susan say, good afternoon, Sarah. So we're gonna talk about. I'm just waiting for everybody to come in before we start our little topic for today. Just waiting for everybody to come in. Sarah say, Miss E, you've been sending them trains our way over here. They had a train on the track not working over an hour, blocking the business. People couldn't get to work. Oh, I know about that, Sarah. I had one stop and I couldn't get around in no kind of way. It was blocked all the way down. Like no matter what way I went, that train was still there. It was there. So I totally understand. You too, Toya. You have a blessed night at work. See you later, Patra. Get it done. You ain't got, oh, well, you do got a while before you get off, but you'll be off soon. Have a great rest of your day at work. What is it?
It's like a can.
What kind of can?
It's like small.
Oh, that was a air freshener thing. Yep. See you later, Patra. Enjoy the rest of your day. Sarah say, have a great night, Patra. We miss you. Yeah, we know she here though. She be sneaking in, Sarah. Patra ain't gonna she gonna sneak in somehow, some way. Even if it's just for a few minutes. We appreciate that, right? Her taking the time to do that. We appreciate it. We appreciate it for coming in and letting us know she popping in. Yep. It's greatly appreciated. That means she cares about us and she wants us to know that she's here because we love her. Yes, we do. Yeah, I don't want to start talking too soon because I don't want to have to, if I start talking right now, then we're going to have to repeat ourselves, right? Because somebody going to come in later and want to know what we're talking about. So that's why I'm trying to wait, y'all. If y'all know how to send it to somebody on Messenger, send it, share it to them on Messenger, right? Patra say, of course I love you all. I know, Patra. Yep. Susan say, I don't see anything at the top of live today. It looks different. It looks like I'm watching a replay. Does it? I wonder why is that. I wonder why it look like you're watching a replay. Really?
Yeah, I'm
I
focused.
wonder why is that. I don't know why it look like that. Because it says live on my end, and I can see how many people on here, how many hit thumbs up, and I can see it say live. It actually says live. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Let me see if I can share. Hold on, y'all. To share it. I was able to share it, but see it say you're live. I don't know what that is about. I used to see numbers at the top, nothing today. Really? You don't see no numbers? Go out and come back in, Susan. Go out and come back and see if it shows up. I see the numbers at the top. I see the numbers. Go out and come back in and see if that helps. Sarah say looks okay. So you see the numbers at the top, Sarah? Do you see the numbers up there? Because I know it's uh Susan said, okay, it's better. Okay, good, Susan. Okay, good. Miss Melvin said, I see numbers. You see the numbers? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to see. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. Yeah, because I see the numbers at the top. I see 5 people. I see 5 people on and 4 thumbs up. And then I see the live and the minutes that we've been on. So I see all of that. Yeah, good. We might try to go on YouTube tomorrow night, see how it is at nighttime, see if the numbers change at night, right? See if we get more people at night than we do in the daytime. I want to try it just to see. So if I feel like it tomorrow night, we may go live. And we'll be in the house and not driving, right? We'll be in the house. Yeah, sometimes you got to go out of these apps and come back in. Yep, it was already raining when it started when we came out. Not hard, but it was raining when we came out, Susan. Yep, I think it's supposed to rain all week, and it has been raining all week. It has been raining all week. Well, come on by, cause I want to get over. Yeah, it has been raining all week here. We definitely have been getting our share of rain. We have been getting our share of rain. So what I want to talk about today, Sharice gave this topic. She has sent me this topic about why girls, why autism is more. What was it? Uh, why girls are diagnosed later with autism than boys. That's what it was. Why girls are diagnosed with autism later than boys. We want to kind of talk about that. We want to kind of talk about that. Miss Marilyn said we have not had rain in 27. Are you serious, Miss Marilyn? Susan said my power is still. Your power out from Monday. Oh, your brother power. Oh, I was about to say no. A lot of people like in Indiana in that way, Susan, yeah, they still don't have power. A lot of them still don't have power. Yeah. Well, that's awful. Good afternoon, Alinda. That's awful. Y'all don't got no they don't have no power since Monday. Uh Sarah, they say they let it rain. Let it they say it be raining a lot over there Mom told me the weather be bad. Yeah, yeah. That's awful too. Y'all ain't had no rain in 27 days. Y'all in a drought. Y'all are in a drought. That's crazy. Oh, there you go, Sharice. Hey, Sharice. Sharice said, why are girls diagnosed later than boys, and why are the symptoms so different from girls and boys? That's what it was. I was trying to think, Sharice, because I didn't put it all in the comment. Hey, Gus, how are you? How are you? My brother, he stay in Indiana, yeah, because that's where a lot of people. I had two people that came in last night and said their power was still out as well, and they were from Indiana. Yeah, they were from Indiana. Gus say doing good. That's awesome. Sarah said good question. We didn't find out Lori had it until 13. So we can talk about it, right? I was trying to wait till everybody come in so that we don't have to repeat ourselves. If you want to know anything about autism from a mother's perspective, uh, you can come over here and we can dive into it and figure it out together, right? I don't claim to know everything. Nobody on here claims to know everything. We are all on this journey together, learning as we go along. So, if you are interested in autism, you know someone that has autism, or someone in your family may be autistic, you can come here and express your thoughts, ask your questions, and whatever else you're in need of. What are these people doing? Why are they blowing? I don't know why they blowing. Oh, they were blowing for that car to turn. Yeah. So so that was our topic for today. That's our topic right there. Sharice brought that one, right? Um, Sharice said, "I've been here. You just didn't see me since you were driving." Oh no, I sure didn't. I didn't see you. I did not see you. Oh, my thumb hurt, y'all. My thumb is throbbing today. Oh, it's throbbing. Oh my God. It hurt. It hurt, y'all. Oof. My thumb is hurting. Linda said, good afternoon, y'all. Oh, my thumb hurt. Oh, hold on, y'all. The pain. I feel the pain. Oof. Go say hi, Sarah. I'm not good at tagging people. That's all right. Oh, no. The pain is real. It's real, but we gonna manage it. My thumb is throbbing. It is throbbing. So girls, from what I understand, um, about the girls and the girls being diagnosed later than the boys is basically because early research mainly focused on boys. If y'all go back and look, right? If you go back in history and look, you'll see that autism was mainly focused on boys because more boys had been diagnosed than girls. So the focus was mainly on the boys. So that's basically why the girls go undiagnosed and are not diagnosed until later because research was more focused on boys than the girls. So that's the main reason. Susan said, I mostly know boys who have been diagnosed with autism, but I've seen on social media girls diagnosed. In some of their symptoms, I see some similarity, but each person is different. Yes. Sarah say, pray for your thumb to feel. Thank you. It probably is the rain, child. It probably is the rain. Yeah. Uh, Toya say, "Oh, I didn't tell you that my cousin had a baby boy and he was autistic, and I love him so much. He passed away. I mean, oh, did he? Toya. Oh, wow, wow. So, so yeah. So that's mainly why our girls go undiagnosed is because they were mostly focused on boys, and to a point." they still are mostly focused on boys, like because more boys have been diagnosed than girls. So I totally understand why the girls, are not being diagnosed. The market's walking fast because it's raining. She's walking fast. Susan said, but it seems that boys are diagnosed at earlier age than girls. Yes, yes, yes. The girls, when they get diagnosis, it is much later. It's not like early on. It is much later. It is. You have a good day, Demarcus? Okay, good. Yep, but that is very true. And this is why. Because they are focused on the boys and not the girls, right? But girls, their symptoms are they're kind of different than the boys, and the reason being is that girls are good at hiding, like coping, like they have like really good coping skills when it comes to like like symptoms and things like that. A lot of them are able to hide. They're able to hide it. They're able to hide it. Hold on a minute, y'all. Um, Sarah say they always told us Lori had extra chromosome, but didn't know why. Right, and that's the genetic piece of it, Sarah. That is the genetic piece of autism, the chromosomes. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know y'all was. It's a train on the track. It is a. I'm about to switch y'all around. I'm about to switch you all around to Demarcus. Hold on, y'all. There's Mr. Demarcus. There he go. There he is. There he is. Um. So yeah. So they the research was focused on males, and that causes them to miss the female symptoms, like that caused them to not diagnose more females because the main focus was on boys and not girls. Um, and then girls, they, like I said, girls, they are good at hiding things. They hide their struggles, and the way that they do that is by copying other behaviors, like other people behavior, or you could call it copying social behavior. They copy social behavior, which they call that I think they call that masking. That's what they call it, masking. They call that masking. So that's how they're able. That's a lot of the reason too why they are not diagnosed, is because they're good at copying other people's the things that other people do. They're good at it. Girls are good at doing that. Boys not don't do that so much. They don't. You see what you see. But with girls, it's a lot of hidden stuff, that they're not showing because they're copying what others are doing socially. Mm-hmm. Susan say, hey, Demarcus. Sarah say, good afternoon, Demarcus. Yep. Susan say, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh, Gus say, hey, buddy. Miss Merrill say, hey, Demarcus. Gus says, she says, if you had it, then you would have been caught when you were little. Not necessarily. I mean, because a lot of the symptoms don't. You don't. Some kids don't show a lot of symptoms like early on. Like, they may exhibit one or two, but for the most part, you would just think it's nothing, right? And I think that's why a lot of people, if your kid's not showing a lot of symptoms, then naturally you're not going to just run and take them to the doctor and think, there's something wrong if they not really showing, multiple symptoms, you know. But if they're not talking like around the time they should, and they rocking and hitting themselves or throwing themselves out, and all those kind of things like that, you might just not take your child and get them diagnosed. You might not. Um, Susan say that's true. Sarah said, "Oh, really? I never been told that's something new. I learned Lori always wanted to copy with others were doing something." Yeah, and that's how they hide it. That's how they hide it, Sarah. Yeah, And you see a lot of girls like that. If you pay attention when you see autistic girls, if you pay attention to them, they're trying to fit in socially, and they're trying to do what the other girls are doing, and all of that kind of stuff. A prime example of one is um, that D lady, Shay. That's a prime example of one, right? How she does makeup and all that kind of stuff. That stuff is normal, but then you see the other symptoms as well with her. I didn't bring me no water, and this water been sitting here, and I'm not about to drink it. I'm scared to drink it, but it's not open, so I probably would be okay drinking it. It's not open. It's not open, but it's so hot. That water is too hot. I like room temperature water, but not like that. Uh, Gus said, my mom says there's no way you're just getting diagnosed with autism. There's no way. Oh, yes, it is a way, Gus. Yes. Susan said also the girls and boys show different interests. They do. They do. Girls are really, really interested in boys. Like autistic girls, I told you, like their sexuality or sexual being is so much more intense than the boys. Like it is. And if you look, they talk about boys. They tell you they want to get married, and they want to have a boyfriend. And when they're around boys, they tend to want to touch, right? A lot of them tend to want to touch, right? Or be not. I won't say totally inappropriate, but somewhat inappropriate, right? They do, and you can tell. You can see it. Uh, Hey Melly, good afternoon. Gus says she got upset and hung up on me. Well, that's you know what, Gus, you have to deal with your own issues, and if someone is not accepting of those diagnoses and things like that, then you can't force it on them, right? You cannot force it up on someone, right? You can't force your diagnosis on someone. So, if they're not accepting of it, then you just go on and get the help that you need. And that's it. You can't force your diagnosis on anyone, right? But girls are very good at hiding things, y'all. They are. They are. Y'all know we are. Y'all girls. Y'all girls. Y'all know y'all good at hiding stuff. Hey, Miss Leslie, how are you? Good afternoon to you. How you doing this afternoon, Melly? How are you? Right? I have hid sickness, right? I have hid being sick or that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, so we are good at hiding things. Susan said, I noticed some boys show more repetitive action than girls. They do. They do, Susan. They sure do. Yes, they do. Yes, boys are very much more repetitive than the girls. They are. They are. They definitely are. Gus said, I wasn't mad. She hung up. I just rolled my broccoli and smoked. LOL, my doctor was on the same call. Uh, I told the doctor she's probably shocked. She will be okay. Right, she will be okay. You driving home? Oh, okay. It is a train on the track, y'all, and it needs to move. It needs to move. So I'm probably going to make them pizza. Make these kids pizza and tater tots or something, and uh, I took out some pork chops, so I don't know if I'm going to cook them or not. um, I really don't know. I might cook them, I don't know, but then I got to figure out what's gonna go with them and all of that, so I don't know. We'll see. Susan says Stefan showed repetitive actions a lot when he was young. Yep, Demarcus did as well, Susan. He did too. Yep. He's always been repetitive. Yes, very repetitive.
Oh, yeah, you go funny.
Demarcus say, good afternoon, good family.
I have to say what's up.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Good job. So yeah. Hold on a minute, y'all. Let me take these glasses off so I can see your comments. It's raining now. It's coming down a little bit right now. Miss Merlin say, great job, DeMarcus. Lori likes to line things up in a row. And a lot, you see that more in boys than you do girls, Sarah. More boys do that than girls. More boys do that than girls. They like DeMarcus like things to be a certain way, and if and that's a repetitive action for him, he'll put it back in place how it's supposed to be, right? He want things to be how they're supposed to be. Yep. Gus, I want some rain. You can have it. Susan said he will repeat things I said. He would cartoon replay his cartoons over and over and laugh. And DeMarcus was doing that with music. Y'all know how back in the day they had the cassette tapes. Y'all remember how they had the cassette tapes? Baby, DeMarcus he tore up so many radios or cassette players because he was steady. He would get to a point, he'll stop it, start it back, and he would do that as long as he was allowed to. He would do it as long as he was allowed to. And he would definitely do that with music. Like he would never play a whole song all the way out. Never play a whole song all the way out. He would steady be stopping and going. All yeah. Yep. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna miss some of these comments because it's raining. Yes. Yep, and that's what DeMarcus would be doing, rocking back and forth and laughing. That's what he'd be doing, playing that music, stopping and going and laughing, yes. Sharice said, also, I need something that said the resources tend to dry up for autistic children after high school, so they are pretty much on their own, which ties into more programs and resources needed for adults. Oh, I always say that. I'm always saying that after 18, baby, the resources are very limited for an adult with autism. Very limited. And the older they get, right, the less there is. Right? There's pretty much nothing after they pass, I want to say, like their 30s, their 30s, their 40s, and when they get up there in the 50s, 60s, and older, like there ain't nothing. You know what there is? These assisted living places and nursing homes. Those are the programs for the really older adults, right? That are older than DeMarcus. Those are the kind of places our family members end up in. That's where they end up, in nursing homes or on the streets. That's where they end up. Richard say, very particular. My uncle was like that. Yes, Richard, very particular. Hey, Richard. Sarah say, true. Sharice, it's very hard. We are waiting on a waiting list, Lori, and we don't know how long it could take. It could take a long time. It could take a long time. Susan said, hello, Leslie. Yes, my son still does it, especially with different music or something he watches on TV. Yes, Sarah. Yeah, Susan. Exactly. And DeMarcus watches like the same shows, a lot of the same shows on the TV, right? He'll switch back and forth between them, but not as much as he used to. But he will switch back and forth between those shows. Linda say he replayed the part he liked. Yeah. Yep. He would get to that point, stop, play it again, stop, play it again, stop, play it again, be rocking back and forth like he dancing. Oh yeah, he did. But he don't like cassettes kind of went away. So, they went away, but he'll play music like on the TV. He'll listen to the music on the TV, but he can't stop it. He can't stop it and go like he would a cassette player. Yep. Hold on, y'all. Let me look, this rain is coming down, and y'all know people drive stupid in the rain. They be driving crazy in the rain. So let me kind of pay attention a little bit to where I'm going and that kind of stuff. but we gonna answer your questions. I mean, we gonna talk about it definitely. How long? Yeah, those waiting lists. I'm telling y'all, but these kids, these adults, our older adults, it is very sad, Sharice, but that's how it happens. They end up in some sort of a facility. They do most of the time, or they end up on the streets, nowhere to go. Because y'all know family, most families don't want to be bothered with no grown adult that they gotta really take care of, or do a lot of things for. A lot of people don't want that responsibility, and that's it. That's really, it is really sad. It is sad, but it's a reality, right? It is sad, but this is the reality that our autistic older adults are living in. It's a reality for them. Hey, Stephen Brandon. Oh no, that's Nathan. Hey Nathan, how are you? Nathan said to you. Yep, they might as well be Nathan if they not. Susan said, yeah, Sharice. Lori can't sit through a TV show or a movie. Uh, Richard said, my uncle was a stamp collector and very particular. Hold on, y'all. Richard displayed and put away. Gus say, I've watched. Gus say, I've watched the full season of Full House and the Golden Girls over 1,000 times. You fix, yeah, 1,000 times. You fix, yeah. Hey Denise, how are you? Uh, yes. Gus say every night I have the same routine. It never changes up. Yep. So when your routine does change, Gus, does that upset you? Like, does that upset you when your routine changes? Are you able to cope with change? Just curious, are you able to cope with change at this point? Uh, Nathan said people in my home stay over 60,000. Yep, I know they without power in Indiana. Nathan. Yep, I know. Yep. Denise said, hey, DeMarcus. Yep, I know a lot of people, they go back there sleeping. Sarah said, hey, Erica and Imani. Erica say, hey, Imani sleep. Imani is sleep. Susan says, Stefan sometimes say to me, I wish I can restart my life. It just breaks my heart. Why can't I be normal? I have to sit with him and explain, Stefan, you are normal like everyone else. That is so sad, right, Susan? And you can see that they want to be like everybody else, but they're not. They're different. And you're right. That's where we have to come in and try to, explain to them why they're different, and as much as we can, just to help them get through this life, right? Because we don't want our kids feeling bad about their life because they're different. They didn't choose that. This is how God made them, and yeah, that difference can make a lot of. It can make a big difference in how they react to the world as well. You know, it can make a difference. Um, Gus said, it makes me very upset, but I'm learning. Right. Try to refocus. When your routine changes, just try to focus on something else, right? Or try to, get back on routine. It's just a few minutes or whatever that you're off. So don't let it upset you so much. I mean, because I think you're capable of adjusting to change, right? I do believe that you're capable of adjusting to change. Uh, nothing, Nathan. Nothing. Sarah said he has the best mama to help him with that. Susan, yes. Y'all, my throat is dry. Ooh wee. Yeah, I know that would break my heart as well, Susan. It breaks my heart just hearing it, right? Just hearing him to say something like that, you know. And like you said, make sure you know you are normal. Maybe you are normal, you know. Maybe it's everybody else that's not normal. Maybe it's not our power babies and adults that are not normal, that aren't normal. Maybe it's the rest of the world. Maybe it's us that are not normal. Right? Maybe it's us. Maybe we are the ones who aren't normal. Um, Susan said, yes, I'm there with him. Uh, 100%. Yes, Susan. Yes. Yes. Sarah said, you're welcome. Yeah, maybe we are not the normal ones. Maybe they are. Y'all ever thought about it like that? Gus said, uh, like right now, I'm trying to adjust to not having staff at the moment. I'm used to going out every day. So you really you can't you can't go out by yourself, Gus. And I mean, I know, I understand if you say no. I totally understand. So you're not able to really go out by yourself. You need to be accompanied by someone, right? Uh, Richard said Demarcus and Stefan are very lucky to have the mothers that they have. Yes, indeed, Richard. I agree with you 100%. Yes, indeed, they are blessed. Very blessed. Susan said, I have to let him know all the accomplishments he has made throughout his life. Keep pushing. Right, Susan. Exactly. Telling him the right thing. That's exactly right, right? And he has more to accomplish, right? He can do whatever he sets his mind to, right? Autism does not stop everything, right? These kids are very smart. They're very, very smart, and they can do a lot. They can do a whole lot. Some are brilliant. Some of these kids are brilliant. When I tell you, they may have social skill. They may not have the social piece of it, the communication piece of it, but some are so brilliant. Like, I look at the ones who be singing and playing music. Oh my God. Do they have a gift from God? A total gift. Some can draw without even looking at anything. Some memories are so good till they remember everything. You be like, how do you remember that? Like, how do you remember that? Right? We can't even remember past go, and they can remember everything. Everything. I know Demarcus has an excellent memory. Like, he has an excellent memory. Like, he could name all the cars and stuff. And I used to wonder, I'm like, nobody ever told you the name of a car, of that car. So how would you know the name of it if nobody ever told you? How would you know the songs and all that kind of stuff and nobody ever told you, right? Nobody ever told you. So how do you know all of this stuff? That's where God come in, honey. Gifts from God. Gifts from God. That's what they are. Gifts from God. Why are you all over the street, baby? Like, you're not even in your lane. You all over the street. You all on the other side of the street. Uh, Gus said when I lived in the I would go out by myself because I know where everything was. Oh, okay, okay. Richard said engagement is key, along with patience is very important to an autistic person. Yes, indeed, Richard. Richard said, look at us with song lyrics. It's amazing how. Hold on. You didn't finish all of that. Finish the rest of it, Richard. Finish the rest of it so I can read it. So this may just be a junk day where food is concerned, because I don't really feel like cooking, y'all. I really don't. But and I'm not saying, let me just clear it up, because I don't want nobody to get it twisted that I'm saying I don't feel like I don't want to cook because I'm looking for something in return. Right? That's not the case. That's not how it is, y'all. So just know that, right? I just don't feel like cooking. It's that simple. We gonna eat one way or the other, right? Hold on. Sarah said yes. Lori graduated with a 4.0, and she was steady with that grade point average. Although out of high school, amazing memory. She can draw freely, and she been on the president's list twice. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome, Sarah. Hey, Pat. How are you? This is a. Oh no, that's Patty. Hey, Patty. How are you? I thought that was Pat, but that is Patty. How you doing today, Patty? Patty done found us over here on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, Patty, and the thumbs up, since you done found us over here, right? Uh, Susan said that's awesome. Sarah, yes. Like music, anything music with music, baby. Demarcus don't care for playing instruments or anything like that, but he loves music. He definitely loves music. Um, you know, and I don't push him to do things that he don't really want to do. I probably should push a little more, but I don't push him too hard, right? I don't push him too hard when it comes to playing the piano and stuff like that, and puzzles. Demarcus is brilliant. Um, yeah. Richard say we remember them. Yes. YouTube only lets you type so many. Yeah, I know it does. That's like some other platform does that as well. Only let you type so many words. I think TikTok only let you type so many words as well. Right? So YouTube and the TT are similar with the words, right? You can type a whole book over there on FB, right? Type a whole book and then some, and it ain't gonna tell you done type too many words either. But yeah, Sharice said, "I know what you mean. I just wanted. I know, Sharice. I know, but I didn't want nobody else to think that that was the case. That's all. I know you knew what I meant. I know that, you know, and I appreciate it, but I knew exactly. I know you knew. Richard say, tick tick, yeah, tick tick. Uh, yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah. Uh, Drawing she did yesterday. Yes, I will share her drawing she did yesterday. Okay, all right, Sarah. Alrighty. Yes. So I did get a warning because of that music that I turned on for a second. Y'all, I got a warning on YouTube. So I'm not turning no radio on over here at all. Not at all. I don't that's not how we want to start off with our YouTube, is getting warnings and things like that, restrictions and stuff. So I won't be turning no radio on over here, period, right? That radio will stay off over here. We will not be turning it on. Uh, Good afternoon, Linda C. Susan said, oh, well, I didn't know you couldn't play. No, not on a live, you can't. Now, I be seeing people play music, but they don't play whole songs on their videos. When they drop their videos, they'll play songs, they'll play music, but they don't play the whole song. They just play snippets of songs. They just do pieces of songs on their videos. I know, Richard, it is, but that's how it is. Like, you can't play, nah, you can't play no music over here like that. Mm-mm. Uh, Sarah say at McDonald's they got a new apple pie frappe with caramel in it. I don't like that stuff. I don't like that. Somebody got it, getting it in over there. Go say that's correct. I know. Miss Merrill say nope, no music, Miss Merrill, not on the live. They will, they will definitely flag you. Yep, they will flag you. Yep. Yeah. I don't. I mean, I know it's copyright issues. That's why they do it. Even like on Facebook, like they don't want you to play music, and they will copyright you and tell you if you're earning money or anything like that. That they will, take your earnings towards the copyright. But on TikTok, they don't care. Like over there, baby, they don't care. You can play all the music. Yeah, copyright issues, Richard. Yeah. You can play all the music over there on TikTok. Ain't no copyright nothing. Ain't no copyright going on over there. You can play everything. Yeah. I didn't understand and I don't understand some of these platforms, and I'm not trying to get off a topic or anything like that, but since we mentioned it about the copyright thing, like on TikTok, like I didn't understand how they left that video of that guy up, mutilating himself on a live. Like I didn't understand how they let that stay up as long as it did, right? That's how you know that these platforms are not what they say they are, because there's no way that that live should have stayed up that long, with him doing that to himself. Hold on. Here, y'all. Hold on, y'all. We gotta go around. You can get up, Imani.
Money. Money, get up. Wake up. Get up. Put your shoes
I
on.
thought he was in the car right here. I thought Darius was in the car right here, but he around the front. I thought he was around right there. Where my keys at? Hold on, y'all. Gotta see where my keys at.
Stack my shoes.
What? You did what?
I stacked my shoes on top of stack.
Um, they say, hey, sugar baby. Donna said, hey, sugar babies. TT has a lot of restrictions for the creators, but also allows so much to be posted on the site. They do. They do. I thought you was in the car right there. I did. Y'all. Oh, I think he gonna. Oh, he just got the. Oh. Um. Hey Donna, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, they allow a lot of stuff on TikTok. Thankful Thursday it is, Donna. Amazing how TT gets away with it, right, Richard? Exactly. FB and YouTube don't like us having any fun. I guess not. I guess they don't. I'm assuming they don't. Um. So yeah, but yeah. So I wish, that in the world that we live in, that at some point that the therapists and all the people the doctors and things like that would pay more attention to girls, right? Because a lot of these girls, they need a lot of help in areas that the boys don't, right? Because girls could really get themselves in a lot of trouble, because of the way that they deal with their autism, right? Or they deal with their symptoms and stuff. If y'all want to, y'all can go inside if you want to. Um, yeah. So I do wish that they would, pay more attention to the girls, because a lot of girls are being misdiagnosed with behavior issues, mental issues, and things like that, and not really truly being diagnosed with autism, which is what a lot of them have. They just don't diagnose them. They just don't diagnose them the way that they should, you know and girls need a lot of help in certain areas, because it could definitely go wrong for them in certain situations that they be in. Yep. For anyone that's coming in new, this is Autism Everyday, everything autism. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get on up there to. We're not quite at 200 subscribers yet, y'all. We're not at quite 200. Uh, I think this is, it's gonna take time. It takes time for anything, right, to grow, right? So we are growing at the pace that we are supposed to. I like it. I like being over here on YouTube. I really do. I like being on YouTube. I like going live on YouTube. But y'all know, at some point we won't be going live over here. We'll be doing videos, but we are not at that point. But for now, we will continue to go live on YouTube and utilize this platform to reach others, to help them maybe in their autistic child or family member's life. So yeah, love you too, Donna. Richard say wonder why. Um, I don't know. I think because it was a lot easier to diagnose boys than girls. I think it has been a lot easier to diagnose a boy than it has been girls, right? Sharice said, have you seen a difference in your subscribers since you've been over here? Yeah, because we only had 99 subscribers and we are at about 100 and we had about 125 or 30 or something like that. So we have definitely gained subscribers, not at the pace that we would like, but at the pace that it's supposed to, I guess, right? So we have gained subscribers. Sometimes we get quite a few people that come on. She calling me to ask me, can she have chips, y'all? Are you serious? She knows I'm on live, Erica. She went in the house knowing that I'm still on the live. And she calls me to ask me, can she have some chips, y'all? What? So yeah, I've seen a little difference, Sharice. I have seen a difference. Okay. Don't get it done. So yeah, I have seen a little difference. Not a huge, in those subscribers, they came like fairly quickly. Yeah. Gender shouldn't matter. It shouldn't, Richard, but for some reason it does. Right? For some reason. I just, like I said, like I believe it's easier to diagnose um, boys than it is girls. Girls, we were just talking about this, girls tend to hide. Girls tend to mask and hide a lot of the things that you would see in a boy. They hide it, right? They hide it. And that's what they call masking. They're good at masking. They're pretty good at masking. So, yeah. Um, yeah. Denise said, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. Me too. I watch a lot of them on YouTube as well. Yep. But for some reason, Richard, gender does matter. It matters. It's a big difference. It's a big difference in the things that we see. It is. It is a big difference. Yeah. But y'all, we are about to get off of here and go in here and figure out what these kids are going to eat, and DeMarcus and myself, and you know, that's what we're gonna do. But maybe we go live on YouTube tomorrow night, and maybe we let's see if we see a difference in the people who come on. Let's see if we see a difference, right? We if we don't do it, then we won't know. So maybe tomorrow night, if I feel up to it, and DeMarcus feels up to it, we will go live on YouTube around 7:30 or so and see if we see a difference. But yeah, you too, Melly. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you all in the morning on the ride to drop DeMarcus off, if God say the same. Tell somebody about Autism Everyday third annual walk 2026 going down in the great city of Chicago on October the 3rd, 2026, 9 a.m. We will be meeting at the Shared Aquarium. If you're looking for the information, it is pinned in our community over here on YouTube. It is pinned there with all of our information on there. The walk is free and open to the public. There is no charge associated. Just show up, walk with us, and help us to spread the word about autism for a few hours. All right. Thank you all for always coming through for Autism Every Day. We appreciate you all, and we look forward to getting many, many more subscribers over here who are want to be a part of our Autism Everyday community, our Autism Everyday family. We love you guys and appreciate you all so very much. And for anyone that's new, that may watch this replay, the person that you're looking at is Demarcus. Demarcus is a 47-year-old autistic adult living life every day with autism. I am his mother, Ernestine, and I am his advocate, his voice, his everything. He is everything to me. So if you want to know anything about Demarcus in the world of autism that we live in, you are more than welcome to come and engage with us. We are very open to conversations. All right. So we're gonna let Demarcus go ahead and do what he got to do, and we will see you all in the morning.
Alright. See you all. Oh.
So Demarcus said good night. See you all tomorrow. He love you all. You too, Susan. And as I always say, keep love in your heart, a smile on your face, a praise in your mouth. God first, and He will take care of the rest. Peace and love to you all. We'll see you all. Keep praying for everybody. Let's continue to pray for everyone, right? Let's continue to keep everyone lifted in prayer. See you all in the morning. Love you all.